Welcome to the Nomadic Hotel in Nisara, Costa Rica, my final destination on this Costa Rica tour that I've been on. I am offering you today a stretch practice that looks at butterfly legs. So where we have the soles of the feet together, knees open wide, and we're gonna find this shape in many different ways. So laying on our stomach, laying on our back, even in child's pose where we'll start. So make your way to all fours. If you wanna pad up your knees for this practice, go ahead with a towel, with a blanket, and then separate your knees nice and wide. Connect your toes together. Reach your arms forward and let your forehead, your elbows, your chest settle down in towards the floor. Close down your eyes. And let's let our awareness come to our body, letting this shape be our entryway into our body, into our hips, our legs, our low back, our pelvis. Let these shapes and postures be a way for you to connect back in towards your physical vessel, your physical experience. And then see what else you notice. Breath, energy, sensations, emotions. Gather this information, this data about your experience. Can you use it to set an intention for your practice? So what is it that your body needs? What is it that you feel you're longing for? Maybe even the reason why you decided to come onto your mat. And then let this intention become crystal clear. And see if you can let the intention become like a little seed. And keep this seed with you as we move throughout the practice, knowing that as we open through the body, we're creating fertile soil to plant this seed. Now let's help to create that fertile soil, that perfect environment for your seed to grow by using our breath. So begin to deepen your inhales, begin to deepen your exhales. And can you imagine the breath as like this beautiful force that's creating more space, removing any weeds? Let your breath ripple through your body, moving past the area of your lungs. Feel your breath traveling into your arms, your legs. Your breath is really filling up the entire shape of the body. Give yourself one more cycle of breath. And then begin to push into your elbows, your hands, lift your head, lift your chest. Look forward, reach forward, shift forward. Keep your knees wide. You could walk your hands even a little bit further forward if you need. Pick up your feet and slowly lower yourself down on towards your chest. Now slide your knees further out towards the sides and make a little pillow for your forehead to rest down on. If you want to open up your blanket a little bit more, you can open up your blanket, supporting yourself so that you feel comfortable. No sharp pains, no intense discomfort. That kind of sensation is only going to pull us away from our intention. Now let's see if we can let gravity do the work. The soles of your feet are together, just hovering. Feel the weight of your hips, your thigh bones sinking down in towards the floor. And as the body gets heavier and denser, can you let your breath get more fluid and lighter? The breath filling up this shape, this posture, this pose. The breath gently moving you, making this posture dynamic even though it looks still from the outside. Can you feel all of the energy, all of the movement within? Nothing ever looks from the outside as it is on the inside. Let's take 3 more cycles of breath here. Now you're welcome to stay or lift your head, lift your chest, and prop yourself up onto your forearms. And if that feels like too much for your low back or for your knees, then just go right back down. And if this feels interesting or you want to explore, then you can stay. If there are any other little movements that you want to bring in through your head, through your neck, go for it. As always, all these different postures are just options that I'm presenting to you. You can take it, you can leave it, you can make it your own, and honestly, I hope you do. Give yourself 3 more cycles of breath here. Now, wherever you are, straighten out through your right leg. Take it all the way towards the back of the mat. Slide your right arm out open towards the right side. Slide your left hand in towards your left shoulder. We're going to take a little roll open to the right. So roll to the outer edge of your right hip, pick up your left foot, and see if maybe your toes just kind of dangle in space, or maybe your toes rest down on towards the floor. Your head can be down on the mat, a pillow, a blanket. I've actually been exploring lifting my head and my chest a little bit. I feel like it's giving me kind of a new area that I'm discovering near the collarbones. So make this shape intuitive. We're going to hold for 5 more breaths. Remember, body is getting heavy. Breath is keeping us light. Moving slowly, respecting the transitions. Pick up your left foot. Straighten out your left leg. Roll back to your hips, your chest. Slide your right hand in. And then right away, we're going to switch sides. So slide your left hand out. Bend your right knee and go back into that little half butterfly leg. When you're ready, push into your right hand, pick up your right knee, roll to the outer edge of your left hip, and see if your right toes just kind of dangle in space, or maybe they tap down. You could even tap them down on like a block or something. The more points of contact your body feels against the floor, against a stable surface, the more you will be able to soften into it and relax into it. When the bones feel something to rest down on, all the muscles and tissues surrounding them can relax and soften. So knowing that, find a place where you can let that process occur. Know that this pose, this shape is your own to play with, to bring a little bit of movement into. And let's take 5 more cycle of breath. Checking back in with our intention as well. Are we staying aligned to that intention, to our own needs? Let's see how slowly we can release. Right foot, right knee comes up. Roll onto your left thigh, your left hip, your chest. Drop your right leg down. Slide your left hand in and take your right leg straight back beside your left. Let's bring knees together, feet together. Slide the hands in towards the chest and press yourself back towards a child's pose with your knees tight in towards one another. Elbows down, chest down to the thighs. Let your head hang in between your arm bones. And take a couple cycles of breath into your back, just coming into a neutral position. And then make your way through a tabletop and onto your sitting bones. If you want to sit up onto something, sit up onto something. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Catch hold of your shins, your legs, and lengthen out through your spine. Feel your shins and your knees going down as your head and your chest go up. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, let's bow down. Head down, chest down. Let your arms dangle down as well. Maybe walking them forward, maybe continuing to hold onto the feet. I will let you decide. If you want to have your hands on blocks out in front of you, that's also a good option. Remembering the more we can support ourselves, the more that we can soften and surrender. And as we enter into this variation of the shape, connect back to the experience. Physical sensation through your hips, your groin, your low back. The sensation of the breath. Even becoming aware of the consciousness that exists within you. The ability to observe and be present in this moment. And see if we can continue to make that decision to be here with this experience. Let's take another cycle of breath. And then press yourself up. Bring your knees together. We're going to close in supported fish. So if you have blocks, set them up at the back of your mat. One block to support your head, the other block to support your upper back, your shoulder blades. This block is a little bit higher. This block can be the same height, and you can really play with different angles. So it's totally up to you. I always do it this way because that's just my favorite, but your favorite might be something different. And then make your way down onto your blocks or onto your back. Bring your arms out wide to the side, so we're getting that same opening through the chest. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together and the knees open wide. Our last butterfly variation, down on our back. Again, letting gravity do the work. If you want to slide some extra support underneath your thighs, that might be a nice option. And then once you feel stable, secure, take an inhale, fill up your chest, fill up your belly, expand your body, and then open your mouth and let every part of you soften. 2 more times. Inhale, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time. And let yourself fall open. Arms open, legs and hips open. Every cell in the body open and receptive to this moment, to this experience. And can you feel how we have created this fertile soil to plant our seed? We've removed any weeds, we've added in some beautiful, rich soil. Now we have the perfect condition, the perfect environment. Now it's time to plant that seed into the earth, to cover the seed, and to know that there's really nothing left for us to do other than check in on it every once in a while, offer it some water, some of our awareness. And that seed will naturally start to grow roots into the earth and bloom up towards the sky. We often think that it's us that needs to do everything, when nature is so powerful and has the ability to do a lot on its own. Sometimes all we need to do is a small action of planting the seed, of watering the seed. We need to trust that nature will take care of the rest. Let's stay here for another couple breaths. Maybe 3 to 5 slow breath, about a minute. If you have more time and you'd like to stay here, then please stay here. If you're feeling ready to make your way up to a seat, you can bring some movement into your fingers, into your toes. Bring your knees together, maybe using the help of your hands or just the strength of your inner thighs. Extend your legs straight forward and reach your arms back behind you. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Take an inhale to reach. Open mouth, exhale. You can either roll over onto one side or make your way straight up. Hands by your sides, maybe hands underneath your sitting bones for a little bit more support. Come all the way up and make your way to a comfortable seat. Place your hands on your heart, bow your chin to your chest, and thank yourself for your practice, for taking this time to honor your own needs, the needs of your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, your being, and to create these conditions for you to meet those needs, for you to plant the seed of your intention. Now, all we need to do is trust in the process, this natural process, trust in the power, the intelligence of the universe. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Such an honor and a pleasure to share these classes with you. Namaste.